The 2025 Bihar election is in the books, and let me tell you, the results weren't just a win for one side, they were a total political earthquake. So what in the world happened, and why was the outcome so incredibly decisive? Let's break it all down. The one number, the only number you really need to know from this election is this: 200 plus. That's how many seats the National Democratic Alliance, the NDA, walked away with. Now, in an assembly with 243 seats total, that isn't just a victory, that's absolute dominance. And to really get your head around the scale of this, you have to know the magic number in Bihar politics, 122. That's what you need to form a government. The NDA didn't just clear that bar, they basically launched themselves into a different solar system. Yeah, calling this a victory is kind of an understatement. It was a political landslide, plain and simple. Okay, so first things first, what did this decisive victory actually look like on the ground? Let's take a look at the outcome for the two big alliances that were going head-to-head. While the NDA was celebrating this massive win, the story for their main rival was, well, the complete opposite. For the Mahagathbandhan, the Grand Alliance, this election was nothing short of what analysts are calling a crushing setback. So, who were the architects behind this huge win? To really understand that, we need to look inside the winning team, inside the NDA, and see how the different partners actually made this happen. And what you see is that the alliance's strength really came from its two main pillars. The BJP pulled in an impressive 89 seats, and right there with them was its key ally, Nitish Kumar's JDU, with a very, very strong 85 seats. This clearly wasn't a one-party show. It was a story of two powerful partners working together perfectly. And this right here leads to a really crucial political shift. With 89 seats, the BJP officially became the single largest party in the state. Now, this is a huge deal because it fundamentally changes the power dynamics inside that ruling coalition. But the other big story is the JDU's sheer resilience. A lot of folks predicted they would struggle with anti-incumbency, that natural fatigue voters get with a party that's been in power for a while. But Nitish Kumar's party just defied all those expectations, fighting it off and proving they are still a major political force to be reckoned with. All of this just begs the question, right? Why was the NDA so successful? Well, the analysis seems to point to one big overarching reason, something often called the Modi factor, which really seems to have been the main driving force. And this Modi factor, it really boils down to two things. On one side, you have the incredibly powerful personal appeal of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, and on the other, you've got the real-world impact of national welfare schemes that directly helped voters. So it's this potent combination of personality and policy. And all that trust was perfectly captured in one simple but incredibly powerful campaign slogan, Modi's Guarantee, or Modi's Guarantee. That single phrase became this powerful promise to voters, a belief that no matter what, development and welfare would get done, and that it could override any local issues. Okay, so we've looked at the what, the who, and the why. So now let's connect the dots. What are the big takeaways here? Why does this specific election result matter so much beyond just the numbers on a screen? All right, so here's a quick recap of the entire story. You've got the NDA's gigantic 200-plus seat victory, the BJP stepping up as the single largest party, the JDU's amazing fight against anti-incumbency, and, of course, the opposition's really tough setback. So, if you remember just three things from this election, make it these. First, this wasn't just a win, it was a truly historic, record-breaking mandate from the people. Second, inside that winning team, the BJP is now clearly the senior partner. And third, that Modi factor, that blend of personal popularity and welfare schemes, was without a doubt the secret sauce to this whole victory. All of which brings us to the biggest question of all. After an election that delivered such a powerful and clear result, what does a massive mandate like this actually mean for the future of Bihar?